Wouldn't you end up paying more in legal fees? And would those legal fees be passed on to the SBA for reimbursement if they're found guilty? On an individual case, yes, it is not worth fighting. However, as a class, it is. And it is a big deal. Now, this video is going to be long and it involves lots of math, but I'm going to guide you through it. So the first issue that's being addressed is the misapplication of payment proceeds. So anytime you make a full monthly payment, this is not hardship accommodations. This is the full monthly payment. A part of that payment is supposed to go to your principal or your loan balance. So it takes that and knocks it down over the course of 30 years. Now, what you're seeing here is if this was $1 million loan, your monthly payment would be $4,600. The interest rate for 30 years, it's 3.75. Yeah, and you could see, on his case, if this was the case, $1,500 is going to principal, and then every month it goes up because your principal balance is going down. And the interest does the same thing because the principal is going down. Interest is calculated daily. In short, if your entire monthly payment is going to interest and none of it is going to principal, you will never pay off your loan because that loan amount will never go down. The other problem I have is when payments are processed. Now, as you're looking at the screen, these are screen captures from my SBA loan account. You have seen, like in February, I paid it on the 15th, but they didn't post it till the 16th. In January, I paid it on the 13th, but you see they didn't post it to the 16th. Why is that an issue? Because that means that the SBA is charging me extra interest. And let me show you how that works out. For this example, I'm going to use a $1 million loan because then you will understand where the problem comes in. If you've seen, my loan is due on the 16th. That's why the 16th is bullet marked here. And we're using the $1 million so you can better understand it. So on a $1 million loan, your monthly payment is going to be $4,600. And of that, when you make your payment, $1,500 of it goes to principal, the other goes to interest, and this fluctuates. This goes down every month. I'm just using a 1 month as an example, but the difference, let me show you this. When you post that payment shows a difference in interest of 15.5 cents. This is important. Now, as you've seen before, I've made payments on the 13th and they've not paid it till posted it until the 16th. Let me show you what this does. So on this $1 million loan, which a daily interest change is 15 cents, let me show you what happens. So if I posted it on the 13th, well, I used the 12th. So if I posted it there, but they didn't post it to the account until the 16th, that's 15.5 cents every day that they're charging me interest. So 4 times 15.5, that's roughly, let's see what it comes out to. So they've charged me 61.8 cents in extra interest. That's not a big deal, right? Well, let me show where the big deal is. Here's where the big deal is. There's an estimated 4 million IDLE loans out for small businesses. And if they're doing this to everyone, let's say everyone had $1 million and they are being charged the extra 62 cents a month for interest. That means that they are accumulating $2.4 million per month in extra interest that they shouldn't be charging you. Do you see where the problem is? Now, if you take into account the full, if you take into account all the SBA loans, which is going to be your capital interest loans. So like you bought a business and you got the SBA, I want to say those are A7s or 7A loans. So with the IDL loans and the 7A loans, there was an estimated $9 million or 9 million accounts. So think about that. So if you took that, whoops, wrong button. I wanted to do the equal sign. So if you took that 9 million and you multiply it by, say, the 62 cents, do you see the problem here? This means that the SBA is accumulating an additional $5 million per month on accounts. That's not right. All because they're not posting payments at the proper time. I pay with a debit card. They know the money is there because they get the approval from the bank. It says, yes, we have that money. We will transfer it to you. And then it takes place on the back end. They should be posting my payments as I pay with a debit card the same day because the bank has already told them, yes, the money is there. To be the equal to this would be like you going to Walmart buying groceries and Walmart saying, "Come back in 3 days to get the groceries," when we actually receive your money from your debit card. So to answer the original question, is it worth fighting on an individual basis? No, because it's less than $1 per month. Over the course of 30 years, it's $30. But as a class, you see the number there. The SBA is accumulating large sums of money per month because they're not posting payments on time, or they're taking the entire payment and putting it towards interest and none of it towards your principal. And that's the problem I have. I have addressed it with the SBA, and they've basically given me the middle finger saying, too bad, so sad. So the next course of action is legal. I don't have a choice. And this is going to affect everyone and may affect other people with other types of loans outside of this ruling. So let's look at it from a home mortgage situation. You pay your mortgage with a debit card to the bank or the loan company or whatever, and they don't post your payment for 4 days. Yeah, wouldn't you not be livid about that? Absolutely. You paid it on the 13th, but it doesn't show up on the 6th until the 16th. I would absolutely be livid about this. So why are we not livid about the SBA doing this? So please, if you have an SBA loan, go look at your portals and make sure their payments are being processed timely, and make sure they're applying the payments properly. And then regardless if you're not affected by this or not, go to the website, click on the link, throw some money into that pot, because this is going to be a long drawn out process. And if we win, it's going to change everything. Even if you don't have, even if you're not a business owner, or you don't know a business owner, none of this in this particular case affects you. Consider donating anyways, because this type of a ruling will have an effect across the entire financial district, because if there are banks out there who are doing this to other loans, this is going to force them to correct. Of course, the example I put in here is an example to keep it simple. This whole thing is going to be very complex because some people only have $10,000 loans, other people have $5 million loans, and there's just a whole mixing pot of this. So it's going to be very complex to nail down how much the SBA is actually overcharging people. But it needs to be brought up, and this is why I need your help.